Bruce Lee's fights weren't just battles, they were masterclasses in martial arts. Every strike, every counter, every movement was executed with precision and purpose. Whether it was in real-life sparring, underground challenge matches, or his legendary on-screen duels, Bruce Lee approached every fight like a chess match, using his speed, intelligence, and adaptability to dominate his opponents. But what were Bruce Lee's most intense fights? And what made his techniques so effective? Let's break down his greatest battles and analyze every move, strategy, and counter that made him the most feared martial artist of his time. One of his most famous real-life fights was his rooftop duel in Hong Kong. As a teenager, Bruce Lee was constantly challenged by fighters from different martial arts backgrounds. One of his most notable underground fights was against a highly skilled Wing Chun rival who wanted to test Lee's abilities. The fight was fast and brutal. While his opponent followed traditional Wing Chun principles, Bruce broke the rules, using a mix of footwork, boxing, and intercepting strikes to overwhelm his rival. It was a glimpse of the future. Bruce Lee was already developing Jeet Kune Do, years before he even gave it a name. Another intense battle was his legendary private fight in Oakland against Wang Jack Man, a traditional kung fu master. The story goes that the fight happened because Bruce Lee was teaching non-Chinese students martial arts, something that traditionalists strongly opposed. The fight itself was intense, but revealed a weakness in Bruce Lee's early fighting style. He relied too much on traditional techniques, which made the battle last longer than it should have. This fight was a turning point. It led Bruce to redesign his entire approach to combat, focusing on direct, efficient, and explosive movements rather than rigid styles. But what comes next is perhaps his most famous battle of all, the epic showdown with Chuck Norris in The Way of the Dragon. Unlike traditional fight choreography, Bruce Lee made sure this scene showcased real martial arts principles. He used his speed, adaptability, and footwork to counter Chuck Norris's powerful karate-based attacks. Bruce started by analyzing Norris's movements, adapting in real time, and systematically breaking him down with kicks, feints, and speed. Every move was strategic. By the end of the fight, Norris was completely overwhelmed, proving that Bruce's philosophy of adaptability and efficiency worked even against the strongest opponents. So, what made Bruce Lee's fights so unique? It was his ability to read his opponent, adjust instantly, and strike with unmatched speed and power. He didn't just fight, he studied combat like a science. His battles weren't just displays of skill, they were proof that traditional martial arts needed to evolve. Which of Bruce Lee's fights do you think was the most intense? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more martial arts deep dives.